Too many times the applicant's resume is not updated to reflect the position we are seeking, or it does not reflect our most recent job experience to show relevance. When a recruiter reviews a resume, they are specifically comparing your experience, your education, and how they match with the position that they are looking to fill. If applicants don't update their resume, then they will be eliminated before their job search even had a chance to get started. Let's take a deeper look at the categories of the resume that you must focus on prior to submitting it. The objective section of the resume is where you should state the position or job title of the position that you are seeking. It is important to update the job title to reflect how the job title is listed in the job posting or the job description. An example of this is where Nike refers to their management in their retail stores as a coach. Retail managers in other organizations do not refer to the managers as coaches. This is where you would change the name of the job title to fit the posting. This way the applicant tracking system that screens your resume will not kick you out based on your job title held in a prior position. Another good practice is to update the job title each time that you apply to a different position. In this section, you should briefly state why you want to work for this company. I suggest that you personalize your reason for wanting to work here. This is a short attention-grabbing statement intended to pull the recruiter into your resume. Accomplishments or skills should be listed in order of relevance to the position. You should use keywords that match those from the job description. I suggest that you list how you used the skills or achieved your accomplishments by using short statements with bullet points. Listing a bunch of keywords can get you past the applicant tracking system. However, the recruiter will not be interested in seeing a list of words from the job description. An example to list accomplishments or skills on your resume should appear like this. Cost reduction. Switched to a new vendor that allowed for lower cost of products, which resulted in higher profit margins of 8% over the prior year. You should align your skills and accomplishments with specific keywords from the job description. Work experience is the next section of the resume that I want to review. Recruiters do not need to read things that they already know. They want to see areas of your past experiences that would benefit their employer. An example of how you should highlight your experience on your resume. Expense management. Implemented automation software for expense tracking that resulted in proactively reducing expenses by 17% within my department as a pilot program, and has since been rolled out to the entire company. Based on your job duties, the recruiter is looking for demonstrated ability to bring more to the table than the minimum expectation. If you work at a restaurant, retail, or in a library, what are some ideas that you had and implemented that improved efficiency, productivity, or profits? Share them in a brief bullet points and avoid stating obvious duties that are core responsibilities of anyone who holds the same title. The next section is education. Recruiters are looking for college degrees, specialized training, certifications, and licensing. Recruiters want to know that you meet the education requirements and learn about how you can use your knowledge and expertise for their employer. From internships, clubs, volunteering, and community involvement, these should be listed under education, or you can create another category if you like. In this section, you should give details on your role and your contributions. An example of your education section should look similar to this. Education. BS Business ASU 2001. MS Finance GCU 2003. Internship, Wells Fargo, Finance Analyst, Mortgage Summer 2003. Department manager was so impressed with my work ethic and eagerness to learn that I was offered a full-time position with Chase Bank on a team under her leadership when she accepted a senior manager position with Chase Bank. The most overlooked part of the resume is being able to speak to what is actually written on it. The recruiter will disqualify you from the opportunity when you struggle or clearly cannot speak to what you have listed on your resume. This is why it is so important to be able to speak to what is on your resume. This is the first test, and then the next test is to see where your skills will fit with the organization. You must be able to showcase your skills and accomplishments so the recruiter knows that you are the best candidate. Some applicants miss the mark by not taking the time to know and really speak to dates and responsibilities. Sometimes accomplishments are embellished and the applicant gets caught up in their web of deception. The best advice that I can provide to improve your interview is to know what is on your resume and be able to confidently speak to what it says. My final thoughts on the resume are as follows. Always update your resume according to the job that you are applying. Never apply to a job with an outdated resume. Do not list keywords, but do list keyword in combination with how you have exhibited them in prior roles. List accomplishments and truly be able to speak to your accomplishments. Do not embellish to try to get the recruiter's attention. List your education to include the school, degree earned, date achieved, certifications, and licenses. Highlight specialized training and personal development that you have completed. Include your involvement on seats held on boards, clubs, and groups where you have served in addition to the relevance to this position. Once your resume meets the standard and you can speak to what it says, then you are ready to apply. Thank you so much for reading my latest blog post, Breaking Down Your Resume. There are additional steps that need to be addressed after completing your resume in order to effectively maximize your job search. Check out Preparation with Purpose's Rethinking Everything blog for career advice to elevate your job search and land the job that you want. Visit prepwithperp.wordpress.com for additional resources and paid services to help you reach your career goals. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, Prep with Perp, and Twitter at PrepOnPerp.